Hi y'all, welcome back to my channel. My name is JupiterJames, where I awaken the astrologer within you and aim to give you a little motivation and insight per your unique placement within your birth chart. You know, I really do feel that before a time of iPhones and iPads and this and that, we were a culture and a society that were better able to look up at the stars and understand exactly what the universe wanted from us. And so I'm just here behind this camera to remind you of the innate gifts and the innate knowledge you already know. That way we all get to our dreams further and faster, okay? So today we're gonna get into Uranus in the 11th house. Now this is going to give me energy of someone who has very many friends and very large networks of eclectic, like-minded individuals and people who can be very, community oriented and very innovative within their field. And later on in life, this person can also have very sudden gains and rise in popularity within the masses later on in life. But before we go ahead and unpack that very cool, very eccentric aspect, let's go ahead and separate the aspects. That way we are better able to understand each aspect individually. That way we are better able to do more with the information we've been given. That way we're not just confined to Uranus in the 11th house, you know? So with Uranus in the birth chart is always going to indicate, for me as an astrologer, it's going to indicate someone's unique streak within the birth chart. You know, it's going to show me where this person rebels in and what they do differently than others, and when they do the thing that Uranus is sitting in the birth chart, it's that thing that when they do it, people go, or they go, it's that avant-garde originality within you, that you do the thing differently from others, that you take a different stab at it or a different approach to it. So that's Uranus in the birth chart. Uranus also shows me sometimes the sudden flashes of insight or the sudden current events that will happen in your life without your control or without you knowing. It also indicates foresight, and Uranus is a higher octave of Mercury, making it very technologically driven, very innovative and original, okay? So with the 11th house is the house of your sudden gains. It's your hopes, your dreams, and your wishes for the future. If someone were to ask you what your goals are, if I as an astrologer wanted to know, what is this person wishing for in their life? What does this person want to achieve after they retire from their job? And what do they want to become in society after their career? What is the gains that they gain from their career and after they retire? What is that? That would be the 11th house. And the 11th house is also the house of your friends. It's the house of your social networks and who your fans are and the communities you find yourself in. What is the flavor of your friends and the people that you find yourself around? You know, the 5th house is opposite of the 11th house, meaning that if the 5th house is your fun time, right? The 11th house is looking at your friends. Who are the friends you call up to go and have that good time? So remember that, okay? These are the friends that you call up. This is the house of your friends and the people and the energy of your friend groups, okay? And the money that you gain in the future. It's also ruled by Aquarius, and it is ruled by Uranus, okay? Now, what happens when we get Uranus and we throw it into its original house of the 11th house? This means that Uranus is now at home and is comfortable in this house. It's like Uranus has come home, it's gone through every, house within the zodiac, and it's like, wow, I'm back at home in the 11th house. I feel comfortable here. I feel good here. I feel fully expressed here. It means that the energy here will not be blocked by other people and other situations that are misfortunate. You're gonna have a really good go at this. So you are gonna be someone that is very social. You're gonna have a lot of eclectic friends, a lot of people that are ambitious just like you, people who want to bring something to the table to help humanity in some shape or form. You are going to have lots of people who want to know your ideas and who want you to express your ideas. Your friends are going to be people where you guys are all geniuses in your own right. You guys are always talking about the future. You're always talking about, the betterment of humanity and what you think about this and aliens and this and cosmos, like you're those types of friends where you are very intellectually driven and all of you have your own sense about you, and it's very cool. With Uranus in the 11th house is going to give me someone who you know, a future ideal for them is something that they can invent or innovate, that they can bring to the table that would help humanity move forward for the positive. You know, you could be someone who is inventing something with technology or making up some new technology. And if you aren't, I suggest you do. Try to think about something that you want to bring to the table, whether it be with you yourself bringing this to the public, or you amongst your friends, you all get together and you create something that, you know, this device or this product or this idea can help all of us for the better later on in life. This can also give me someone who later in life will gain lots of notoriety with the public, because Uranus, you know, the 11th house, Uranus is in the 11th house, so it's going to give me people who can rise to sudden fame or rise to positions of power later on in life very suddenly, very quickly. Like, you know, you look up one day and all of a sudden you've got this money. Like, it can be from the lottery, it could be from something just that happens, and all of a sudden your life was like this, and now it's like your wishes and your dreams come true, because Uranus is back home in the 11th house. If this sounds like you, by the way, let me know. Do you have very high ideals and very big dreams and wishes for the future? And are those dreams and wishes for the future, when you tell people about them, they go, well, how the hell are you going to get that? Like, that's very eccentric. Like, your dreams could break the norms and break the traditions of the family that you come from, or even the circles that you find yourself in. Like, when you tell people about your dreams, maybe you don't want the picket fence with the dog named Spot and the husband and the wife and the 2 children and that go to school down the street. Like, maybe you don't want that. And like, when you tell people your specific eccentric dream, people kind of go, that's what you want? Like, that's what you're working for? Like, well, none of us in our family think like that. Like, none of us, people don't think like that. You know, like, whenever you tell someone what your dreams for the future are, people kind of scratch their head and they go, really? Like, all right, more power to you, buddy. You know, so your dreams can take on that flair. They can take on a very unconventional, avant-garde, breaking traditions type of flair and flavor, where you don't really care to uphold what the masses are doing or what your family has done. You want to do something that has never been done. You want to blaze a new trail ahead, and you do definitely have the potential to do that with this placement. You know I keep saying with Uranus being back home and it's in this placement, but it really does give me someone who can be a great humanitarian in this life, and someone who can be a great inventor and innovator and has very potent ideas that can transform and help society for the better, because you have the gift of foresight. You are up on trends. You know where humanity is going. It could be with clothing, it could be with technology, it could be with money, it could be with art, it could be with politics. You know what is coming next. You can see where we are going, and you know how to get there. You know, you are usually maybe 5 steps ahead when it comes to where humanity is going, what the trends are, what's gonna happen next. You're very good with that. So lean into that. Don't be afraid of that. Like, really lean into that. And if you could bring people along with you, definitely try to do that. My biggest advice to you is to try to invent something for the future that will help people, or that will posture you in society as someone that can be a great leader who has very eccentric ideals and ideas that can push humanity forward. That would really be something positive for you, and that is attainable for you, especially with someone with Uranus in the 11th house. You, out of anyone, has that potential. So definitely dream big and shoot for the stars, because you are someone that, if you align your dreams with helping people and doing something for people and inventing, keyword inventing, something for people, you can really help us out. You know, I'm waiting to see what you invent. I'm waiting to see what you come up with, you know? So that is the video. If this sounds like you, can you write down in the comments below right now if this sounds like you? Do you have a bunch of eclectic friends that are just as eccentric as you? Are your friends always going through these topsy-turvy situations that maybe you have to bail them out of, or that they're always going through? You could also be someone who doesn't really want friends. It can be one extreme to the other, now that I think about it. You know, with Uranus here, you could be someone who is just such an individual that maybe you have a few close friends, and those few close friends are eccentric in their own right, but you could be someone that is very like intellectually driven. But if this sounds like you, let me know, and then while you're at it, let me know the sign that your Uranus in the 11th house is in and sitting up under, and then that would help me, you know, zone in and see exactly what that could be for you. And I'll write back, I'll give you like 2 sentences, a little tidbit on what you could be experiencing with that placement, because this is a general video, and you know, for this video to fit the masses, I can only say so much, but if you give me that piece of information, it helps so much, you know? So, that was my video. I really hope that you got some encouragement and some insight from this video. If you want me to do a different video of a placement within your birth chart, let me know below. Put it in the comments, and I will put that as part of my queue on what I can put on YouTube for you guys, okay? Well, I will see y'all on the next video, and y'all have a great day. Bye.